Right. Okay. Right. Just never got to finish up yesterday on the videos because the print failed, the one for the brackets. Oh, and got me cylinder. It's not perfect. I don't know if you can see that because I've got you on front view. Maybe I need to change the view, but then I won't see what you're looking at. Anyway, yeah, 3D van life. That's supposed to be like infills. What's supposed to be able to pop out, but they don't because the settings are wrong. But still, overall, fits nice and snug in it, so I'm happy with that. I definitely can use that as a template to do a better one. Post in and out, nice. You're probably all going to pretty much guess what my favourite drink is in the end, but regardless, I don't want to give free advertising off. But I wouldn't mind doing my can print, for other YouTubers that want to do that, do the same. Right, yeah, and also I've had to do an extra shift at work today, which is annoying. I'm trying the camera in the front of the van. I might get myself a few different iPhones and see what happens. I did get an email from Bretty this morning, and I need to sort that out this afternoon. Right now, all I'm going to be doing, I'm going to have to stop this because this is only a short one. And I'm hoping I can add them up later on. This is only a short one. I've got to go and get some food and then go off to the campsite. Because I got paid for 2 nights. I didn't even sleep there last night because I had to come to work last night. Well, come to where I stay and then go to work in the morning. It's been a real pants. I'm really struggling at work at the moment. I think just because I come off holiday, I've still got holiday blues. Right, so yeah, I've got to go and get some food. At the campsite tomorrow, I'm going to have to pay for another night, even though I'm not going to spend tomorrow night there, because you have to be out by 12 o'clock the following day. So it's like 12 to 12. I don't know if that's how most campsites do it. I don't know. I've not been to many campsites, to be honest. I'm normally wild parking. Right, so yeah, just going to get some food, and then get to the campsite, do myself some dinner, and then start looking into replying to that email from Letty, and then hopefully trying to get the hinge 3D print up and running again, because I attempted it again and it failed again. So, and I laid it on the table differently, so I don't know what's going on now. I'm going to have to work something out. I'm going to have to, I don't know what's going on there. It's really weird. It shouldn't have failed twice, so it's kind of telling me something's not quite right with the bed. I'm going to give it one more attempt. Maybe clean the bed, maybe give that a go. Yeah, so that's what I plan to do. And one more, also at it, I'm testing out my mics. See, that's it. Right, yesterday as well, my live stream cut off because it ran out of battery, which was kind of annoying, but I did do like 3 hours of streaming, so I'm yet to get the time to have a look into that as well. So do the Blue Yeti, get the 3D printing hinge up and running again, and then start trying to do some editing for the videos for tonight. Let's get AI catched up with this, so we're all on the same page. Right, okay. Right, I'm live streaming again. This is the following day. Can you take time and date or whatever? Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and get some food in, go back to the campsite, then I need to reply to the email to Beretti, because they emailed me this morning. They sort of backpedaled on what they wanted me, because they originally wanted me to roll back the firmware, but they sound like they've changed their mind on that now. And I did try and start talking to you, but for some reason you've lost total track of where we are at with that whole thing. The data's corrupted somehow, and that's no good, because I need you on board to give them a decent reply. So I'm going to have to work with you quite a bit to catch you up to where we should be at and what sort of replies we should be giving. Not in this thread. This thread is just for the social media side of things, because it's in the project folder. Right, so food, go back to the campsite, cook up my dinner, and then reply to the email, get the hinge 3D print up and running again for the third attempt. And then what am I doing? Oh yeah, then looks like looking at it, editing the videos for YouTube that I did yesterday, and the little short one I'm doing right now today. And then I'll also be streaming something while I'm doing all that, and see how we go. So off to get some food. Oh. Hopefully these don't. Imagine these going to scrape. If I put them up here, maybe they won't scrape so much. It's taking a long time to translate it. Sorry if the sound is banging and sound. Right. Oh, there's an error. Just done this yesterday. It's not good. Oh, volume.
That sounds like a sensible sequence. The main priority is getting the blockers out of the way before you disappear into editing. Current order I'd stick with: 1. Food. 2. Back to the campsite. 3. Cook and eat. 4. Reply to the Bluetooth email while everything is still fresh. 5. Start the hinge print, third attempt. 6. While the printer is running, edit yesterday's footage. 7. Cut today's short. 8. Live stream while you're editing, if that's the format you want. For the bloaty thread, keep it separate from this project. We'll rebuild the context from the latest email rather than relying on old conversation history if that's become inconsistent. That will produce a more accurate reply anyway. For the stream, I'd also recommend narrating the real work rather than trying to manufacture content. You've actually got enough happening today: buying supplies, responding to a manufacturer, running another prototype print, editing the previous day's video, talking through what's working and what isn't. That's more authentic than trying to invent a topic. One other point. Yesterday you reached an important milestone. You successfully exported a complete video from Insta360 Studio.
Huh?
Re-to-edit pipeline is now proven. From here, the challenge shifts away.
Oh wow, you are so out of date. I'm not using the 360. I haven't used the 360 since the beginning, and that was like a good 4 or 5 weeks ago now. I'm only using an old iPhone at the moment because I find it easier to stream. Cool, the translation is a bit off. Come on. Error translation again. That's weird. Back in a minute, guys.
Fair point. Based on what you've just said, my previous response was out of date. Known from this conversation, you're currently using an older iPhone for live streaming. You stopped using the Insta360 X3 several weeks ago because the iPhone is simpler for your current workflow. Today's content is being shot on that iPhone. That actually fits with what you've been saying over the last few weeks. Your priority is to get content out consistently rather than chase perfect production quality. For now, I think that's the right trade-off. A reliable phone that lets you press go live is worth more than a camera that adds friction. So today's workflow becomes get food, back to the campsite, eat, reply to Bluetooth in the separate thread, start the third hinge print, edit yesterday's iPhone footage, edit today's short, live stream while you're working if it makes sense. As you produce more content, you can always bring the X3 back for specific shots, driving footage, exterior, B-roll, time lapses, but it doesn't need to be your primary camera if it's slowing you down. One thing I have noticed is that you're gradually simplifying the whole production process. First, it was trying different cameras and audio setups, and now you've reduced it to something you can actually do every day. That simplification is probably more valuable than squeezing out a bit more image quality.
All right. Okay, sorry guys, I think I forgot to turn my water off. I've got even the pipes here. All the pipes, good. Right. Now, let's talk to chat. Oh, God. I mean, the Insta360 is a great camera. However, it's so much data to try and swap over, and then transferring it over to the computer to work on. Wasn't so much of an issue in the end because I think I resolved that. It was the lighting, the quality, because I've got an X3, so it's outdated and the quality isn't that great. But mind you, I think the iPhone, the old iPhone I got here is a 12, so we're not far off the same sort. No, we are. We're quite a bit off the quality because it's not huge amount and it's spread over the whole camera. So that doesn't work, unfortunately, not nowadays. I'm always confused how things get so out of date so quickly, and yet the image quality for these sort of software, or hardware should I say, before worked absolutely fine, and now it doesn't. You know, things don't progress that quickly in with people's hardware. Got to concentrate on driving. Bloody hell, there's lots of traffic, man. Lots of traffic. Cool, that got lucky there. He was letting someone go. Right, let's get some food in and listen to you one more time.
There are two separate effects going on. The first is real hardware improvement. The second is rising expectations. The X3 was launched in 2022. That's only about 4 years old, but it has relatively small sensors because it has to fit two ultra-wide cameras into a compact body. Small sensors struggle indoors. An iPhone 12 is older still, but it has a much larger main sensor per camera. It uses extremely aggressive computational photography, and Apple spends a huge amount of effort on image processing. So indoors, an iPhone 12 can genuinely produce a cleaner image flagships, mirrorless cameras, AI noise reduction, HDR, better color processing. So the baseline has shifted. Your X3 hasn't become worse, footage has become better. That said, I don't think image quality is your biggest bottleneck at the moment. If I had to rank your channel, I'd probably put it something like this. 1. Publishing consistently. 2. Clear audio. 3. Interesting story. 4. Lighting. 5. Camera quality. A well-lit iPhone 12 with good audio will outperform a poorly lit X3 every time. One thing I would keep in the back of your mind is that the iPhone 12 is probably your good enough camera for now. If the channel starts earning money, then jumping several generations, say to a used iPhone 15 Pro or 16 Pro, or whatever is current when you upgrade, would be a noticeable improvement. Incremental upgrades usually don't feel worth the cost. For where you are now, I'd rather see you publish 50 videos shot on an iPhone 12 than spend months chasing the perfect camera and publish 5. That's the trade-off most successful small creators end up making.
Well, that's interesting. There's literally a motorhome behind me that is roughly the same age as mine. I just pulled up at the shop and there's literally a motorhome behind me that's the same make and model and similar age. And it's got a personalised number plate too. Well, I wonder if I get to bump into them. That'd be interesting. It'd be nice to find out where they take their van. Well, I'm going to go get some shopping, so I'm going to cut you off here, guys, and then come back to you. So yeah, so not to use the battery. Right, see what she said first.
That's actually quite a rare sight. A personalised plate on the same make, model and era suggests there's a decent chance the owner is an enthusiast rather than someone who just happens to own an old motorhome. If they turn up while you're there, I definitely have a chat. A few questions I'd be curious about are, how long have they owned it? Have they had any major problems finding parts? Do they know a good Fiat Ducato specialist? Have they had any issues with damp or roof repairs? Have they done any modern upgrades, electric, suspension, insulation, etc.? You might also find out whether they're part of an owners group or forum you haven't come across. Given your plans for 3D van life, there's another opportunity too. If they're friendly, you could simply say something like, open quote, I've got the same model and I'm documenting, restoring and upgrading mine for YouTube. Would you mind if I had a quick look at yours? Close quote. Most owners enjoy talking about their vans, especially if someone appreciates an older one rather than asking why they don't buy a newer motorhome. It could turn into a useful contact. Older Ducatos aren't getting any more common, so knowing another owner with the same platform... she's pretty much going through the same sort of line of thought that we're all going through right now as I've seen this. Right, hopefully I'll get to bump into them. If I don't, I don't. Okay, I'm going to stop you here, guys, and I'll start the streaming when I'm back at the campsite. Ciao for now. Hope you're all happy, healthy and doing well. If you like everything so far, subscribe, thumbs up and all that fun stuff. Thanks, guys.